Welcome, Pisces, to your beginning of the month of July reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on with you and your energy and what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the beginning of the month. Best message for Pisces, please. Best message for Pisces. Look, that's already flying out at me. It's flying out, the Ace of Wands. Wow, that really wanted to come out. So it's talking about this energized new beginning that you're taking, feeling energized, taking on the assertion. It's kind of might even be kind of an aggressive move in some ways because it's something that you really want. It's feeling very vitalized, right? So there's a lot of energy that's coming off of this Ace of Wands over here. You might even have a little bit of a peace offering going on with somebody. Somebody might want to have a peaceful resolution, say they're sorry, something like this, holding out an olive branch to you as well. So clarifying on the Ace of Wands. This card's not only going to clarify on the Ace of Wands, but the entire reading. Ooh, embrace. So embrace it. Embracing it just means, you know, take it full-heartedly, right? This is a great new beginning. This is the World card. So embrace the new world that is being handed to you. You're stepping into a new world, a new chapter. This is where achievements and welcoming it with open arms, appreciating it, where dreams come true. Your dreams are ready to manifest. Your efforts to clarify your heart's desires to be present in current relationships and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing its fruit. So you can see all these things coming through with this Ace of Wands. So yeah, definitely time to, you know, rock and roll over here, for sure. So getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Choose your battles wisely. Wow. So something could have been hopeless at one time, but it feels like you're kind of getting out of that, and you have manifest. Wow. It's talking about those things that are manifesting, so that's very cool. So it feels like this hopeless situation, nothing's going to go the way it was. It feels like in the recent past, could have been a week ago or so, you started actually feeling that shift, feeling that change, where things feel like they're coming together, not feeling so doubtful about certain situations. So something could have happened really recently to get you out of that feeling that things are not going to go your way. Clarifying on the helpless and hopeless. Having some kind of understanding, you may have learned something, somebody might have taught you something, you might have been observing something with the Page of Swords, could have been with a Gemini, doesn't have to be, or a Libra, but it does feel like something came up, maybe even in a conversation, some kind of communication, which turned the hopeless and helpless around. So starting to see the light over here in the Page of Cups, yeah. Seeing the support around you, there could have been somebody supporting you at this time, but it's also seeing your own support, seeing things from a different point of view. I just think it's seeing something, whatever it was that was shown to you or communicated to you one way or another, has really brought back the strength and you supporting yourself on whatever it is you're doing. It's kind of opening your eyes, saying, you know what, there is hope. I can totally do this. I see the big change around. Absolutely. So going to choose your battles over here. Choosing your battles wisely with the Seven of Wands, right? Standing your ground. Saying, I'm not going to put up with that. And that's really where this Ace of Wands is really coming into play over here, is the more that you're kind of choosing your battles wisely and really standing your ground for whatever it is that you're standing your ground for, right? Everybody's situation is different, but it's like, I'm not going to back down from this. I see exactly what's going on. Wow, within passion. You might even have other passionate doors opening and you're standing your grounds for that passion. Bringing in the Ace of Cups. Wow. So being as, like I said, there's kind of this aggressive kind of energy anytime you have the, because you're very assertive, right? You're asserting that power with the choosing your battles. Now, I'm not going to take that. So you feel then like this passion, new doors are opening, or fighting for that, and making this Ace of Cups really start to really pour the water in, feeling like your cup is full, really seeing the fulfillment of your wishes, seeing things in a different light. This is a lot of perceiving things differently, Pisces, from one way to the next. Because, you know, in the past it was like, this is hopeless. Got this communication, something happened. Boom. No, I got my strength back. I see. No, I'm not going to let you push me in a corner. No, I'm going to stand my ground for what it is I want. And you have this over determination coming in. Definitely over determination of what? Let's just see what's going on. It could be your wife, your husband, your mother, a person who has children. Could be you yourself. However it is, there's this nurturing that's going on around you. You might even notice that this other person is nurturing you. Maybe you're standing ground for this passion of this other person coming through. Where you thought there was no clarity of where you stand. Now, see, that's interesting, because it almost feels like where you didn't feel where you stood maybe in a relationship, it feels like you're standing on higher ground now, because you can look down at it and it's like, I have better clarity. So where I felt like I didn't understand what's going on, I'm looking down at you and I see it now. I see the nurturing. It almost feels like you don't know where you're standing. Are you standing on common ground with this other person? Maybe over here you didn't believe that you guys were standing on common ground, and then you got this acknowledgement from them that, hey, you know what? I do want to have something with you. I do want to be on common ground with you. And maybe all that time, all that standing your ground and doing all that was mental. Maybe it was this mental piece that was saying, they're not here. They're not showing me this. They're not standing where I want them to stand. Are they going to do so? And it looks like whatever this is, it looks like a relationship more than anything, guys. It feels like you were not clear about where they're standing in your life. Are you coming towards me or not? Well, it feels in the present right now, they're starting to come towards you. They're starting to open up. You're starting to see this. So you definitely also want to make sure that when you are choosing your battles wisely, that you're not pushing them away, right? That you are opening up, right? Instead of just no assumptions allowed, right, at this time. There could have been this kind of wishy-washiness, but it's saying embrace it. Just embrace it. Don't stand too strong, right? Because you're actually standing on common ground with this person now. Embrace they're coming towards you. It could be a Libra that you're dealing with, or someone with a lot of Libra in their chart. It doesn't have to be. But it does feel like they are moving swiftly towards you. So open up your arms and welcome them in, right? It's like, I don't know where you've been, and I don't know how I was thinking before. I didn't see anything you were doing coming towards me, but they're definitely coming towards you now. And it feels like that's exactly what you wanted, with the new world. And you have the world twice. So the chapter has changed between you and what I believe is another person. And they want you to welcome them with open arms. It feels like they were unclear about maybe where the whole relationship stood to begin with. Maybe you were too closed down, they were too closed down, and there was no communication between the two of you. It was like a hit and miss, for sure. You might still be a little, standing your ground, still not 100% sure. Even though they're coming towards you, it still feels like they may have, maybe it's hot, maybe they're hot and cold. Maybe that's what's going on. They're coming at you and you're like embracing it, and then they kind of slow down, but there's no clarity about where the relationship is really going. A hot and cold scenario. Manifesting over here. In the near future. Well, you're manifesting over here, trying to get to what you want, hoping, wishing, and desiring for further success and progression with this person. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius for some of you. It just feels like you want them to open up to you. You're manifesting that the progression with this person continues, and that their relationship continues strong. Strong like the Queen of Wands, strong with the intent, strong with the desires, you know, self-confidence, keeping that self-confidence. Maybe they need to keep self-confidence. Maybe you're praying that they wouldn't be so wishy-washy. Just please come. I'm embracing you. I want you here, and I want you to stop. I want you to stop, you know. And it's you, yeah, it's you. And you're perceiving this. Please stop being so hot and cold. Compromising within yourself, yeah, because it causes some kind of like internal battle of what they're doing. I mean, it does feel very hot and cold. It's like I'm rushing towards you fast, and you're like, but I'm not really sure and really clear about what you're doing. Because one day you're saying it's, you know, I see the satisfactions, but then it's still not satisfactory to the way I really want you to be. But then you come at me so fast to change my world upside down. No wonder. No wonder you're trying to keep common ground with this person. It's almost like you're standing at the top of the mountain. You see them walking up the mountain, and they turn around and start going back down, and you're like, hey, wait a minute, where are you going? Are you coming up to the top of the mountain with me or what? So yeah, in the near future, it's just like manifesting, and it looks like a lot of your manifestations are coming in. It's just kind of wibbly wobbly right now. Yeah, because you really want the love and the unity, and you don't want any more backsliding relationship. You just want this to completely turn around, really waiting for the ultimate love. Wow, you guys could be some kind of soulmate going on over here, and you know it. Might even be a twin flame with a cat and mouse chase over here. Chase me. Yeah, just waiting for that acceleration to really go on. You have these messages that come through also, that you feel like you're in control, or they want to be in control. They feel like there's a lot of control within the messaging. Something you hold tight and dear to as well. Could be somebody from the past. It could even be old messages that you have inside your phone that you go back and look at, or that they go back and look at. They might be looking at old messages from you that they hold tightly to, and they don't delete these messages. It actually looks like them. It looks like they have the old messages, and they look at these old messages, and it keeps them nostalgic, and they never delete these messages because that's what keeps them like connected to you. Looks like they have internal battles, guys. Yep. They want this turnaround with you. Yeah, it's like this is like they hold so dearly to these old messages. What is up with that? This is really what keeps them always coming back, are these love messages, these fun messages, these whatever messages, right? This is where they find their harmony and their peace, when they feel like they're in distraughtness, when they're in doubt, when maybe they have a little insecurities. Maybe I already said that. Feels kind of insecure. They're not sure where they stand. But the Chariot is moving. Wow, the Chariot, there goes the Chariot for the goal. It does look like whatever you're manifesting is going to end up coming in the near future for the goal. And this is because of these persistent non-stop messages that you guys even do to each other, and they always are holding tight to them. So it's really crazy. So get ready for the new beginning with the Fool over here, to have this person come back, and really come back, not just this wishy-washy, yeah, King of Coins, yeah. This wishy-washy, hot and cold behavior, because you have the Ace of Wands, you know, and like I said, you're feeling this excitement, and it has this vitality going on with it. of them returning. They really have something going on with them. Okay. But yeah, they don't get rid of their messages. They never delete these messages. It looks like they have a lot of them. See what one of these overall cards says over here. We're going to use this deck really fast again. I know I don't do it very often, but it's very interesting. And it does. It almost feels like twin flame over here, or a very deep soulmate where you guys play this cat and mouse game. Yeah, they're not going to release you no matter what. They dedicate their time and effort. And you're going to dedicate a lot of time and effort. And it feels like you guys have dedicated a lot of time and effort to this relationship. It just doesn't really get off the ground. And then when it does get off the ground, it's like, poof, it's gone. Something like this. Just be sure that you're taking the lead. Because there is a lot of clarity and belief over here with the Ace of Swords. So, yeah. Yeah, wow, look at that. Love. There's definitely a lot of love there. That's for sure. So that I wouldn't, don't worry about that. It just could be insecurities or something. Yeah. Continue to take action, Spirit says. And trust that they do love you. Absolutely, yes. Wow. Love that. It says from a year from now, you guys will be completely where you need to be. For whoever this resonates with. A year from now, everything's going to be exactly where it needs to be. There's no more this ice cold to this warm, lukewarm, none of that. No more of that. It's going to be all done because of the trust. And maybe that's where some of the insecurities for this other person is. Maybe they don't really have a 100% trust of other people. Maybe they were hurt in another relationship, something like this. And remember, friends, this could be the other way around. It could be Pisces who's doing this to you. Or if it's twin flame situation, you're probably doing it to each other. So, and there's your story there. I'm going to chase you. You're going to act ice cold. And I'm going to chase you down as you're running away. And then I'm going to turn around. And then I'm going to be ice cold. And then you're going to chase me down. So if it's a twin flame situation, remember you're doing it to each other until you guys stop it, right? And actually come together as some nice warm cocoa. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Till next time, peace and love.